What about to watch?
We about to watch CTM Sports.
I heard they about to talk about them Lakers.
Bet. Let's tune in.
Hey, run that.
What's going on, everybody?
Hey, what's up?
Today we got the lady lines in the house.
Yes.
Lady lines in the house. My wife, Bernadette.
Oh, yeah.
My wife, Ashley Gray.
Yes.
We got Peel in the house.
Sure.
Jay will be on the next one. He'll be on the next one, but we had to bring the ladies on. And any other ladies out there, because I know how y'all ladies are. We not saying they the only ones, okay? Just hit us up. Y'all can come on too, because I know. Why you in, man? All that stuff, but just let us know. But we talking to Ashley and Bernadette today, the lady lines. So we're going to get right into it. Where is Ashley and Bernadette from? Let the people know where y'all from, where y'all grew up at.
Okay, I grew up in Little Rock, Arkansas, and I was just I've been look, let me okay. But I've been born and raised here in Southwest Little Rock.
Born and raised in Little Rock, Arkansas, Southwest Little Rock.
Okay. Southwest in the house, all Southwest again. You know what
It's
I'm saying?
Doug.
Yeah.
Which end of Southwest was y'all on? Y'all know it's different parts of it.
Paid off of Baseline on Doyle Springs. You know where it's at?
Okay. Yeah.
I grew up on Yorkwood Drive, so yes.
She was bougie.
Oh no. Well, actually, it's the backstory behind it, so you'll find out after a while.
Yorkwood. So thinking about that, when did y'all get the sports bug? When did that start for y'all?
Like actually playing organized basketball?
Or just sports in general? Just when did you get started in sports?
Being
It can
honest,
be organized.
I played, so when it comes to basketball, because it's the only sport, I played basketball in the neighborhood, but my first time ever playing on a team, and I wasn't even expecting to play on a team, was 9th grade. And that's because I was up there with my mom to get my schedule for school, and Coach Walker walked up to me and said, "Do you play basketball? Do you play volleyball?" And I was like, "No." And she was like, "See you at volleyball practice tomorrow." So I played volleyball my first year in 9th grade, and then she sent me over to basketball, and that's how I ended up playing basketball. I had never played basketball ever in my life.
Okay, so the way I started playing sports when I was at Crystal Hill, and the first sport that I played was soccer. So I used to love soccer first, and then when I made it to Oak Grove, I went to Oak Grove when I was in junior high. That's when I was introduced to basketball. During our break time, we'll play basketball in the gym. And so I didn't even know that I could play basketball. I discovered that when I was in the 7th grade. And I didn't even play right then. I started off running track, and then I started playing basketball the next season. And then that's when I switched to being at McClellan. And just like with you, Coach Walker, she saw me in the hallway. And so when I first went to McClellan, I didn't really fit in. Like you were saying, I was bougie.
Rolling with the homies.
Because I was used to listening to NSYNC, Backstreet Boys,
Birkenstocks,
Tim McGraw. When I came to McClellan, I just didn't fit in because I didn't act the same. I didn't talk the same. And so finally, when Coach Walker, she saw me heading actually to the library for lunch because I didn't feel comfortable being in the cafeteria with everybody. So I used to go to the library for lunch and just be in there because I was kind of scared to be around my own people. That's sad to say, but I just wasn't used to it. And so
and then you end up fitting in though.
I know it took some time, but when Coach Walker, she saw me in the hallway, she saw my height and she was like, "Do you play basketball?" And I was like, "Well, I used to play at Oak Grove." And she said, "Why don't you try out?" And that's how I ended up trying out.
So is that when y'all met? That's when y'all met Coach Walker? That's when y'all first met Coach Walker?
Yeah. Yes.
That's
Okay,
when I
because
first
when I
started.
first got to McClellan, I was like, "Is that Cheryl Miller down the hallway?" Till you got closer, it's like, "Nah, that's just Cheryl from the block. That ain't Cheryl Miller." But nah,
Coach Walker was cool.
it looked
She
like
is.
back in the day.
She's
She like
cool.
she was rough. She's like she could play with the best of them back in the day. Because I didn't
Oh
know
yeah,
she was
don't
from
yeah.
Dixie. She from Dixie
My
too.
mom said she was real good. My mom used to play basketball in high school, and
Oh, okay.
she knew Coach Walker. And she said,
Yeah.
Coach Walker, it's a lot of Walkers. It's a lot of them. They have two,
Yeah.
a lot of siblings. And she was
Yeah.
like, Coach Walker was really good.
This was up. Yeah. When you meet Coach Walker, Pierre, when you first saw Coach Walker?
You know, I probably 10th grade. I
Yeah,
mean,
10th grade,
you
definitely.
know, I didn't know nobody, like I said. And when Ashley was saying like it was a culture shock when I got there, I'm like, damn, I don't know nobody. Man, these kids wild out here.
And ended up being the coolest kids on the
Cool as
block.
ever. Yeah.
Yeah.
It ain't no difference. I say Dunbar was the craziest time for me. That was the gang banging in Little Rock, kind of
That's
that
where I
middle to
went. I went to
tail end.
Dunbar.
Yeah, middle to tail end of that, man. And McClellan was a breeze compared to Dunbar, but yeah.
Yeah, McClellan wasn't like people had me nervous about going to McClellan. I wasn't even supposed to go to McClellan, even though I lived down the street. I had got into Parkview because my mom signed me up, but I was like, I don't want to go to Parkview. I said, they extra bougie over there. And so I was like, I'd rather go to McClellan. And I went to McClellan. It was, I don't know, it wasn't like people were like scaring you about McClellan, but it really wasn't like that. It felt like one big family. Everybody was cool. I liked it.
Yeah.
But that was my experience. I liked it.
Yeah, I liked it. You know, I fit right in. I was just crazy with the best of them. So yeah, fit right in.
When I started playing basketball, that's when I started eating in the cafeteria because I was invited to the basketball table. So I felt like I was a part of the family then.
So who all was on the team with y'all? With y'all era?
I remember Tiffany Gunn.
Tiffany Gunn's funny.
And that was our 9th grade year, right?
Sandra,
Our freshman year.
Yeah, Sandra Day, April. No, is it April?
April Smith, yeah.
Yep, April Smith.
Erica Roy.
Yep, Erica Roy.
Yeah.
Then we had Chanel Campbell.
Chanel.
Yeah, Chanel.
What's Chanel? Yeah.
Nakia
Chanel,
Maxby.
she's funny too. She's a comedian.
Yeah, that's
we're gonna talk about her later. We're gonna get into that later. But we're trying to. So, what was it like playing for Coach Walker? What was it like? What was it like playing for Coach Walker? Like kids that want to play for good coaches. We was talking about like Coach West. She had us jumping over milk crates, doing alpines, man, all kind of stuff. What was
Coach Walker definitely made us do alpines.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
She always had us
hated
running. Yes, especially if you got in trouble in class.
Oh yeah, if you got in trouble, you ran 25 alpines.
But one thing that I experienced with playing under Coach Walker is just her passion for the game.
Yeah,
I remember you saying as far as how talented she was when she was younger. She still was talented and still was able to box people out. She was showing me techniques.
Why she can't?
Yeah, I remember she posted me up. I remember she posted me up in practice, and I was like, "Coach, don't do that."
Right.
Like sitting on a dually, you know, them dually trucks that stick out of the face.
But she knew how to post you up, like exactly how to post you up. She knew she could move. She knew how to box you out. Like I like playing for Coach Walker. And she cared about us off the court too. It wasn't just an on the court thing. Like she cared about what we had going on off the court. I still talk to Coach Walker.
Did she used to fuss at you too? Like she fussed at Ash?
I guess she's supposed to me all the time. I have to say all the time.
Now, the thing that I enjoyed the most about Coach Walker, and I was even telling my students this today, whenever you are a teacher or you have any role in a school, you start pouring into students. And just like you was just saying that she cared about you on the court and off the court, one thing that I remember the most is the food that we used to eat before games. And now being an educator, I started realizing they didn't even give her a budget for that. She was doing this out of her money.
Pocket.
Yeah, she was paying for us to eat before every game, coordinating with parents, helping to make sure we had what we needed. And so when I
she didn't even say anything.
Right. she didn't expect a thank you or anything. She really did that out the goodness of her heart.
That's
And
that
so
Dixie
still
love.
to this day, I appreciate what she did for us.
Shout out to Dixie, man. That's that Dixie love. You got a lot of siblings. You know how to cook for a lot of people when you got 10 or 11 siblings. You know how to cook, man. That's one thing you gonna do, you know what I'm saying?
So y'all came out 03 or 04?
03.
03. Yeah. Young Jedis, man.
Yeah.
So we was talking about how good was Nikki. That's what we got on the court with y'all. How good was she? Because I really think, she was gonna go, rest in peace to her. But how good was she on the court? Like people that don't know, that didn't know about Nikki. Because she actually played, I think she played against some dudes. I seen her play against some dudes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you could tell that she got her start in basketball playing with dudes because she played like a boy to me.
Yeah.
And she wasn't scared of nothing. I like Nick the way Nikki played.
Yeah.
Nikki, she was naturally gifted.
Was she a two guard?
Well, she played almost every position, almost
everything.
I said she could play point guard, shooting guard. She could post you up if you she could do all of it.
Did her and what's her name? Because they got that alpha kind of personality. Did her and Coach Walker?
Well,
they butt heads in practice. I'm pretty sure they did. They both got that alpha kind of personality.
To be honest with you, she was herself.
Oh,
That's the one thing that I can appreciate.
Yeah.
About her legacy. She portrayed who she was each and every day. She didn't care whether you hated or love it. She was herself, and I appreciated that, especially on the basketball court. It didn't matter what was the play. She ran off the play that was best suited at that time, and she was able to react. Her knowledge of the game, she would be able to break down the defense and be able to find who's open, or either just make a play, based off of what the defense was giving her at that moment. So she was good. She was really good.
Cool.
And like Ashley said, she was naturally talented. You know how some people got to work hard and stuff? It was like it seemed like you just gave her a ball one day and she could just play. Like she was just talented.
So what was some of y'all best games?
She didn't run as fast though.
So it ain't about the speed, it's about the skill, right? Some people, So what were some of y'all best games? Like, Bernedette, what's some of your best games? Ashley, what's some of your best games y'all can remember?
I remember my best game was the game that I stopped falling down. When I first started playing, it felt like every time I jumped up to either get a rebound, to try to block somebody out, I would fall down. And so when I really started understanding how to use my body and start understanding how to position myself to make a shot, things start clicking. And so just learning my position and really understanding how to even participate in an organized sporting event.
What's the most points you got in the game?
I think 22, 20, something like that.
Okay.
So you know how long ago that was?
Right.
She competitive. She acting like she's trying to be humble. She competitive. She in here trying to be humble because she on camera. But if we was riding in the car, she would have said, "Now
I know.
I was MVP. I was all Metro. I was all of that." She'll be all humble and stuff.
Now wait a minute. Now don't get it.
See, now she finna turn it on. See,
I was all state, all conference. I whatever I did, I tried to do my best. And so it's not that I'm trying to hype myself up, but I really did put.
She did good. Like, don't be trying to.
No, I said she did good. She's trying to be humble on here, but when I'm talking to her in the car, it's a whole So she'll look camera shy. That's all. But we was in the car.
I know she be talking noise in the car. I know she be talking noise. She probably like, I dunk on you.
Exactly. I have to. You see how he's talking to me right now? I got to come back at him a little bit in a loving way.
Did you play AAU?
I did. So I used to play for the Kamikazes. Yeah.
They were good.
They were. And
the Mavericks, they were good.
I'm trying to think who else. I started off with I can't even think of the team name. It has been a long time. I should have thought about that. I'll circle back to when.
What about you, Bernedette? How many points? What was the best game you had that you can remember?
My best game was actually, remember that junior year. We was in state.
Okay.
Remember that? It was junior year. It was in state. We played against Jonesboro. That was my best game. But as far as high school ball, I played post, and that's not my position. That's not my position. And Coach Walker tell me to this day, why you didn't tell me that? I said, because you kept putting me there like because I was tall. She wasn't. I'm like, you kept throwing me there because I was tall. But in AAU, and that's what Nikki used to always tell us. She was like, Bernadette can shoot. Bernadette don't play in the paint because me and Nikki played AAU together. I didn't play in the paint.
Yeah.
I was like, I play out. And so my better games were at AAU. Because and you gotta think about it, we were smaller frame in high school. Like every time like me and Ashley played in the paint against people that actually, they were always bigger than us.
They were
and we
thicker
leave,
than us. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, like thicker than us. And we used to get banged up in there. But we played like we stood our ground, but that wasn't my forte. Like the paint was not my forte. I just played it because Coach Walker made me play it.
Chanel, she was the shooting guard,
Oh,
and
shooting
then
guard,
also
okay.
the small forward.
Okay, that's
Who?
Yeah.
Chanel.
Oh yeah.
I remember she was raining down some threes. In one of the games she was playing, she could shoot. Chanel could shoot.
Shout out to Chanel.
She used to block shots. So
Chanel, man.
Do you remember that game? It was Ed McClellan, and she was like, come down, we'll throw the ball, and she'll shoot a three and it go in, and we'll come back down the same thing. And Coach Walker took it out because she was like, what I tell y'all, 3 passes before you shoot. You remember that?
Get y'all butts over there and sit down somewhere. Well, I know Coach Walker. I know Coach Walker used to get into y'all. You ain't got to tell me. I used to hear when we used to be practicing. You could hear in the other small gym.
But you know what? It made us better. One thing it made us do is gel together.
You know what's crazy though, Peel? I think what's so funny when we first played basketball, like Coach West, the shorts they was long, but then they kept washing our shorts Paul. It's almost like we had the girl shorts on.
And the little track shorts on. Man.
See our hamstrings, man.
But that's something else. Okay. Being on the basketball team, playing any sports, we're playing in these jerseys. Somebody is washing the clothes for us, preparing everything, making sure that we have what we need. It was the coaches. They really, when I sit back and I think about that, they took the time to wash these dirty jerseys after we done sweated, run up and down the court. Even when we was outside, we would run outside and run around the track, run up and down the bleachers. They really helped us. They really.
That's why I tried to run my Alpine.
Yeah, I remember me and Tuthal, they used to have us run the Alpine. They tell us to take a break. We used to always make sure we was on the side where the Coke machine was at. So we could run in there like we going to the water fountain and pull the cord out of our socks. Try to slurp a Coke down real quick.
Well, I know y'all was cramping.
Nah, we didn't, man. They had us running, man. Them dudes crazy. They had us running in the heat.
I'm gonna say them sodas didn't mess y'all up running. I didn't drink sodas doing that.
Coach West had us so in shape. Even when I stopped playing basketball at the 11th grade, I didn't get out of shape till probably about 3 or 4 years after that.
Do you remember we had to play against the junior varsity boys team, and they just, they tore us up.
What you think?
They had so much energy.
What you think it was gonna happen?
Well, we thought we were good. We look just like you said. I thought I was gonna dunk on them.
No, we ain't talking about. Look, we ain't talking about just tearing us up like on the board. Like if we scored a point or something, like how boys get when girls score on them, they get the playing you like physically, like hitting you and stuff. Like it was like that.
That's part of the game.
It was like that.
They will just let you go.
The defense was intense.
No, they were
on us.
Yeah. And then boys, they got a different type of hop to them, a different type of speed. It was fun though, but it was all over the place. All over the place.
Yeah, what I noticed a lot too, I was like, dang, did coach make y'all play volleyball too? Because it seemed like every girl that was on a basketball team ended up having to play volleyball.
Yeah, you know, Coach Gunn, he wasn't gonna let that. Now you ain't playing volleyball. You could have run track. He could have run the 200.
I actually
it helped with your hops though.
More.
Yeah.
Did you?
I did. When I first started playing, I didn't really realize how much I enjoy it, but as soon as I spiked the ball, and hit somebody, I was like, oh, you can hit people with the ball. I think I like that aspect of it, but it was so much fun. And then we'll all get into a huddle and, cheer each other on. It was just, I really enjoyed that sport.
Yeah, I only played that 1 year, 9th grade year. So what year did you play?
I played when I was in my sophomore year and my junior year.
Okay.
I
remember you playing softball.
Did Coach Gunn stop you from playing?
Softball, I played my junior year. I shouldn't have never
How
played
was Coach Rowland?
I was not good at that.
How was Coach Rowland when y'all played softball for Coach Rowland?
He was cool. He was cool. Now, as far as with softball, I couldn't see the ball whenever somebody hit in there. I couldn't catch. And so that was a sport that I actually played and tore my ACL and my cartilage in my right knee. And so
did you stop like on the first base or something?
I did, instead of running straight through. And so I messed my knee up playing a sport that I wasn't even good at.
And we all got fussed about it.
Did you?
You remember Coach Walker saying, "This is why I tell y'all one sport."
I told McDonald, big boy. Told her, don't you play?
Oh, man.
She wouldn't let me play tennis.
Oh, I didn't even know
tennis and basketball.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, and I was actually really good at tennis, but she wouldn't let me play because they practice at the same time. Yeah, and so I chose basketball because I like the team aspect. So I chose basketball.
So what was the mental level that you had to go to get through the recovery when you're talking about the knee injury?
Okay.
What do you think? How tough was that for a young person that's listening?
First of all, I had to protect the people who loved me the most, my family, because they knew that when I tore my ACL that hurt me. And not only did it hurt me, it was something that I had to live with, the fact that I may not be able to play like I used to. And so I didn't understand that to the fullness at the moment. But it was one time I was doing something and I bent my knee, and it was so much pain that I felt in that moment. And I was like, Lord, I'm not going to be the same ever again. It was, I couldn't bend my knee and do the things I used to do before I even saw the doctor. And I was like, I'm really hurt. It's something that I probably won't fully recover from. And even going through physical therapy, it was a part of me that every day I had to fight through, not crying, not giving up. I wanted to get back on the court, but it was painful going through the recovery phase. So anytime when you are injured and you have to recover, even after surgery, don't focus on the pain, focus on the mission. What are you trying to do? I'm trying to recover to get back to being who I once was, or playing to the level that I once played at. And so that's what I had to shift my mindset, not to think about what I'm currently feeling, but to think about, what do I want the end result to be? I want to be back on the court. And that's what I focused in on.
Cool. Tell the chef, what's up, man? What's up, bro? But yeah, another thing, like with y'all in high school, because I know y'all say like girls mature faster than boys. How did y'all navigate sports? With y'all maturing, like with the body issues of a woman and stuff. For any girls listening, how was y'all able to navigate that?
I would say it started feeling uncomfortable when I first started playing. Things wasn't jiggling the way it started to, as my body started fully developing.
Boys know.
Exactly. And they started treating us different once we got into the third grade.
On the ESPN, yes, ESPN top 10 right there. Whoa!
It was one time I wore the wrong pair of shorts. They were too tight, and I didn't even realize how my body looked at that moment. But the boys, they let me know when it was like the boys basketball team. They was getting water on the girls' court, and they was like, "Woo, look at McDonald," and they was looking at how tight my shorts were. I wouldn't wear those shorts
because our practice shorts were little.
Exactly.
The boys was too. Yeah. They watched them too. Right? But they had them little cheap champion shorts. Them little cheap mesh champion shorts.
But I think
I
that's the
like,
thing that kind of changed
Yeah,
once my body
yeah,
started developing.
yeah.
It just didn't feel
yeah.
comfortable anymore.
Coach West had us. It almost felt like yoga in the beginning of practice. He had us stretching for like 10 minutes just
We
before
did
practice.
too.
We ain't even start practice yet. It's crazy, man. Yeah. So I know y'all didn't play sports in college, but like the kids, like how tough was the transition from high school to college? Now, when you got to manage your time, you got to manage your own homework. You know, the time between classes and even after class. You know, all that free time you get now. How was that for y'all?
It was definitely an experience.
Yeah.
Where did you
Freedom.
go?
So I started off at Fayetteville and then I transitioned to Pulaski Tech.
Okay.
So when I went to Fayetteville, that was my first experience being on my own. And
Hmm.
it was awesome. I mean, just to wake up, be able to make my own schedule, go to go to class, but then have the peace of mind and say, this is what I want to do without anybody telling me that I couldn't. And so it really changed my perspective as far as with the things that I should and should not do for one, but knowing that I was raised to know what was right and wrong, and I didn't do, nothing crazy, but I was able to start experiencing life and making decisions on my own.
Yeah. What about you,
I
Bernadette?
loved it. I loved it. It wasn't no different really as far as school wise because except we got out earlier. I mean, you got to pick your own schedule. You
Mm-hmm.
got to do things on your own time. But being on your own was totally different. You didn't have your parents to run to when something was going wrong.
Yeah.
But I did play in college. I didn't play I played
Oh,
intramural
okay.
basketball in college. I played intramural.
Okay.
But I was in a brace, so I played with a brace on. It wasn't the same, but I played with a brace.
Okay.
What injury you
I
had?
You
I
Yeah.
didn't know you had an
I didn't
injury.
know that
Yeah.
either.
Yeah,
Are
we
you
all
talking
went to
about your
school together.
arm?
We was in a car
Are you,
accident right before school started. Yeah,
okay,
Okay.
okay, okay,
We
okay.
just
yeah,
didn't want to talk about. Okay. Yeah. We didn't want to
Okay.
talk about.
yeah,
Yeah.
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 Okay.
So I was in the brace, so I played basketball with that. But the only problem I had with my first year of college is like we was talking about the accident. I was still grieving. I was going through things, so I really wasn't the same. Like I
Right.
was not the same person.
Yeah.
So that's the only part that, and then I didn't have my parents there with me. And so I got in more trouble. Like, I never got in trouble in high school. I got in more
Yeah.
trouble my first year of college than I ever had my whole life. I almost got kicked out of college twice.
It's almost too easy to get in trouble. It's too easy in
Yeah,
college.
it
It's
was
too much freedom. Yeah.
yeah. But as far as like the studies part, that was a breeze. Like I did well.
That's what's up.
I
My
think
first
that
year was
trend.
my favorite year.
Where'd you go to school at? Where'd you go to school?
UCA.
You see, oh yeah.
Yeah. When y'all move into the apartments? You
Huh?
you stay in the dorms first, right? What year did y'all move into
Uh-huh.
the apartments?
The
When we used to come
on-campus
over there and
apartment
hang out with
my
y'all.
my second year.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, we
yeah.
used
I
to
used
go
to be
pick
over
up
there all the
Nick.
time.
Go over there and pick up Nick. He's like, yeah, man, let's go holler at Rachel's
Uh-huh.
room. Run that real quick. Go over there and talk crazy and laugh a little bit. Like, man, it's
To be
12
clowning
o'clock, man.
all
We
the
gotta get
time.
on. All the time. She don't believe me. She don't think how crazy I was. She just
No,
Oh
I
she
yeah.
just
believe
can't
him.
see
I
it.
believe him.
Yeah.
We've been married long enough.
Yeah. Yeah. You got any questions for you, man?
I'm
Before we
just
get
going
into
I'm just going. I'm asking in between times, but
yeah.
yeah. So yeah, I do got a question. Going up there to Fayetteville, I know everything's a little bit different up there. But that was your first visit up there, or you just I'm gonna just go up there.
Well, my first visit it was more like a recruitment session. So
Mhm.
they was allowing seniors to come up there and actually view their campus. And that was my first time seeing Fayetteville. And when I went there, I thought it was beautiful. The campus was huge. It was beautiful. And I felt like I wanted to be there
Mhm.
instead of, Euler, nothing wrong about it. It it's not the same appeal as when you go to a campus and everything is just the way that it's spaced out, the way it's organized, the overall architectural design of the buildings. It was welcoming, it was inviting. And then on top of it, it was so many different things with transportation. They had a transportation to where they had buses that'll take you to Walmart. It was like
Wow.
everything was centered around taking care of the students. And I really appreciated that part of being at Fayetteville. And that was one of the appeals that when I was looking at that college, I was looking at how would it benefit me being a student. And that was one of the things that I saw that I can always have the things that I need if I needed it.
Like, how was it? Both of y'all, like, how was it the spacing? Like, in high school, everything's right there inside that one building. Then when you go to college, your English class on this side, your math class over there. You don't even know what the other class you trying to find. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I feel like you done walked a mile in the morning. You ain't even did your evening classes yet. You know what I'm saying? How did y'all handle that?
You have to research. Now, at first when I started, I had the school map, and I had to map out what I was supposed to do each and every day. And so just navigating how to get to each class, each building, and being there for the first time, yes, it was challenging. But once I got a system, then I was able to understand how to do what. But when I had to climb up that hill,
I was
got to figure out a whole different direction to get back to my dorm room.
Bernadette, what made you choose UCA?
Because I was supposed to go to Tennessee, and after the accident, I was having therapy 3 days a week, and so I had to pick a school in Arkansas because my mom had to come get me and take me to therapy. So I just chose UCA. Because my mom was like, my mom said, she was like, pick a school close. We're from Little Rock. Pick a school close, but do not pick Euler. She said, because I want you to have a real college experience, still get that college experience. And she was like, you're not going to get it at Euler because you're going to be coming back home, So somewhere close enough, but a little bit distance.
Still had an independency too. But
so that's how I chose UCA, because I didn't apply for UCA until school started in August. I applied in August, got in, and I barely even got in a dorm because it was so last minute because I wasn't planning on staying in Arkansas.
Yeah. So knowing what y'all know now, before we start talking about like the career fields, do y'all recommend, because I know I didn't go, I'll tell kids this, but do y'all recommend kids should get their education as early as possible?
Most definitely.
To get to a point of stability quicker, more efficiently, I guess.
You said get as early as possible?
Yeah, stability and being efficient as early as they can is possible. Because, you got this argument now that, a lot of people think that, college is this and that, or, it's the debt. Well, people out here buying Hellcats, and then they sitting in the yard because they didn't blew the head gaskets, and it costs as much as going to school. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's just sitting on the side of the house. You bought this $80,000 car, you know what I'm saying?
I would say this, knowing what I know now, I wish I would have took my education more serious when I had the opportunity.
Yeah.
But it's disheartening when I hear students that if I send them out to go to a experience and someone tell them you don't need an education. Yes, you do. I believe now more so than in the past, this is how you're able to really shape your future, by first being informed of what opportunities are out there, but then more importantly, being exposed to it early on. When you're young, you have more energy. You don't have the same obligations as an adult with a household, to run. You have to really focus in on what you have to do at that moment. For us being older, we're in school trying to finish up our education.
I thank God for her supporting me, because I promise you it ain't easy. I mean, I know when you
I was
get
just
40,
gonna say, you were just talking about that.
Yeah, when you get 40, you don't want to do homework. Like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do no homework, but you got to do it if you want to pass.
But we helping our kids with their homework and then trying to do our own homework.
Yeah.
It's
Thank God for ChatGPT. I say that.
I just wish I just wish when we were growing up that they did a better job of introducing us into that stuff. Only thing they told us was you got to go to college. You just got to go to college, and that's
Mhm.
only, and you'll make it. They never like took the steps to say if you go to college, when you do go to college, make sure it's something you love, or introduce you to things early on to see if you really want to do this. And so when you get in college, you won't be changing your major 35 times. You know, it's like they didn't, because like with my son, you know, he's off in college.
Yeah.
And in high school now, they already introduce you to all those things. You can graduate with associates now, and then you know what you want to do later on. And so that's how he was when he got to college. He already got credits.
Right. Yeah.
So I don't think they did a good job with it. They said you got to go to college and didn't do nothing else. They didn't show us what we need to do when we get there. They barely even helped us with the scholarships.
That's true.
Yeah.
Man, that part right there.
So,
Yeah, because I know I try to tell young men that like if you go to college, look at the top 5 fields of where you live or where you want to live. Like, what's the top 5 fields? Don't go take a degree in Scandinavian history. You know what I'm saying? Where you gonna make money off that at? You know what I'm saying?
and make
In the real world.
it's something you like too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But that's the thing. As a man, sometimes I know for me, it may be it's something that you like, but is it going to help you take care of your family though? Provide for your family though. Sometimes you got to provide and then do what you like second. I'm just saying, as a man, as a provider, and you got to make that choice. Like, I'm going to college. Like, I may like art, but is it going to help me provide for my family? Having kids and a wife. Is it going to help me put food on the table? Or do I need to do something that's going to put food on the table, then do art on the side? You know what I'm saying?
So what's your degree in?
Web development.
Okay.
Because I was already in IT. I didn't go to school when y'all was in school. Me and John was just working pretty much. You know what I'm saying? And, it took me to go through life and just go, being crazy, and then figuring out like, I need to go to school for real because I'm only gonna make so much. You get that ceiling. It's like,
so when you used to come visit us, you wasn't in school?
No, absolutely not.
Oh.
We just picking up Nick. Literally, just picking up Nick, taking him back home and bringing him back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I didn't even start going to school till like my late 20s, like 25, something like that. 26.
Okay. Yeah, I would. If you're gonna go, I would say go young. The youngest you can go.
Sure. Yeah.
Ashley, what's your degree in?
Construction management.
What's yours? You have one?
Well, me? I ain't go to college. I went straight to trade. I went and got a trade.
You went to trade?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Now, let me clear that up. I'm pursuing my construction management degree, so I'm still in the process of receiving it.
So mine is in dietetics.
Oh, okay. Okay, so after sports and college, what career field y'all in now? Because sometimes you want to go in a career field, then life take you in another place.
Well, now.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
I'm sorry.
Okay, my degree is in dietetics, which is nutrition. From the time I graduated in May 2007, I started working in September 2007, and I worked in nutrition all that time.
Yeah.
I used to be a nutritionist in a NICU.
Okay.
And I also used to be a nutritionist on an Indian reservation in Arizona.
Wow.
But
how did you find that?
You ain't about to glaze over there one real quick.
Yeah, Indian reservation is off the grid pretty much. How did you find that? Like, yeah.
Living in Arizona, it's reservations. They got the reservation out there, and I just looked for a job.
Did you learn how to speak the language? Yeah.
They speak English too. Yeah. Okay. They speak English too, and I enjoyed it. That was like my favorite job.
Cool, man.
That was my favorite job.
Yeah.
I love that job, but now I don't. I was telling you, I haven't worked in. My youngest is 7. I haven't worked since I was pregnant with him, so I'm not working in my field.
You're influencing that, right? Influencing. We're gonna work on that. You gotta do the WNBA. Yeah, influencer.
I'm doing content. Yeah, I do content, but and that's what I was telling you about my YouTube. That's what I'm going. Nutrition.
Yeah, when we get to the end, we're gonna tell them your handles and stuff, so they can look at it. Whoever see it, they can go check you out on TikTok and stuff like that. So,
okay.
But yeah. And what's the career
I see Ashley be trying to influence too, girl. I see you, girl.
Oh, what do I have to be doing?
Look,
Just highlight what we have going on.
Because look, Mike always do the videos. I see him doing his videos all the time. But then lately, I've been seeing you talking on some videos. I said, look at Ashley getting out here and influence the world.
He's trying to pull me into it. I know that most of the time I'm watching the kids while he's creating the content. And so I give him his space to be creative and, live out his dream. And so for me, I watch the kids and make sure they have what they need during that time when he's being creative.
He be doing good though. When they come across my page, I try to watch it and like it. Because a lot of times I just post and get off. So
yeah, me too. Yeah, I'm trying to. When I tell you that when me and Phil was making the sports, we just tried it, and it just happened. And then people started reaching out to us, like Dedrick Nim and Top 14 and all them. It just happened. It was not planned at all. Literally just happened. It was just pretty crazy how it happened, but yeah.
But sports is fun. Like doing content on sports is really fun.
Because everybody can talk about sports. Everybody can talk.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna when it come out, we got to get you, man. Come on and talk about the women's stuff, man. Because like I say, I like how you do it, because especially on TikTok, because you're like, if y'all come crazy, I'm blocking you, man. I'm blocking you right now. So funny, man. And people still let them know. TikTok rough, man. Yeah, TikTok rough.
Gotta let them know, because they'll gang up on you. They'll call you everything in the book.
Yeah, they will. Yeah.
I be blocking left and right.
Yeah,
I ain't got time.
Y'all have any questions? Y'all have any questions for us before we wrap it up?
I have some questions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when we were playing sports in high school, what's some of the things that you all remember when y'all was playing sports regarding your coaches?
Coach West. I thought you were talking about. I remember them short now. Well, I can't wait to see go to the water fountain, because I know. While I get on the road.
That is funny. The first time I saw Michael is right after a game we were playing, and he had on this black hat with these balls at the end of them. And to me, when I saw him, I thought he was handsome. So I waved at him, and he did like this. And I thought, I put my head down and ran out the door. But I remember him when he played basketball, because I thought he was handsome.
Not the Bill Cosby.
But he was tall too.
So when did y'all start dating?
Let me ask y'all that. Does like short guys, is they just, how tough is it for short guys when they're young? I mean, how tough is it
to talk to us?
Yeah, just dating, in dating. How tough is it for short guys? It's like it's tough for them. I don't know. It's like when you're tall, they'll give you a little bit more.
My first year of college, it used to be a lot of short guys trying to talk to me. No.
Yeah.
It wasn't tough for me, sir.
I'm tall though. Like I don't.
Yeah. She's
5'6". I can't.
No.
Bernadette, you a little bit taller than me, right?
What?
Yeah, Bernadette.
5'11", 6
Are you taller than me?
You can never say
now,
nobody.
I know. I never admit that nobody is taller than me. I always say that I'm taller than everybody else. But I have to admit, yes.
How tall are you, Ashley?
I'm 5'10". Normally
I'm taller than you.
6 foot, but yeah, I'm 5'10".
Yeah, I'm taller than you.
Yeah,
I always mess with Mike. I remember you really did used to like that girl before y'all even got married. But you didn't want to say it.
And he never admitted that. Oh my goodness! Thank you for saying that.
Bernadette, when we used to come up there, did I ever come off like I was gonna be a settled, committed person? Did I ever come off like that when we used to come up there and pick up Nick and we?
Y'all just always being silly.
Always being silly.
Yeah, y'all always been silly. Like y'all wasn't coming at us no type of way. Y'all was always being silly. Yeah.
Sometimes some people have this thing they see you, they see like Walt Disney script, but I wasn't on the Walt Disney script. You know what I'm saying? So.
But see, look, no, just because you was being that way around us, don't mean when you saw her, you wasn't getting all googly eyed and acting different.
No, I'm saying, but I wasn't on the committed, like the Princess and the Frog kind of stuff. Not at that time. No.
When did y'all start talking?
We started talking
Like,
when he
when I-
came to church.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
it was a couple of times we ran into each other, especially when I was working at Home Depot. He came in Home Depot. He had dreadlocks. And when I saw those dreadlocks, I was like, I'm definitely not talking to you. But then I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't mean it like that. It was the way his look. I'm sorry, Bernadette.
See, I remember him with him. I can't see that.
Yeah, I had dreads. Yeah, go look on Facebook page. I opened the picture.
He had
somewhere.
these.
Yeah.
He had dreadlocks,
Yeah.
but I didn't like how
That
he
was
looked.
in my phase. I think I lost my job. I really couldn't cut my hair, so I was like, I just grow dreads for a little bit.
Were they sticking
Yeah.
all over the place?
No,
Yes.
no, they wouldn't. That's just her. That's her perspective. But they did.
I gotta
them
go back
twisted
and
up
look.
all the time. I got them twisted up
look
all
at
the
them.
time.
But then I saw him. I was at the hospital with. I saw him at the hospital, and he tried to talk to me, but at the time I was dating someone else,
I was in the wrong mind then too.
and so we didn't talk then. But then he came to church one Sunday, and when I saw him come in, now I didn't have any glasses on, so I couldn't really make out his face. But I saw the height. I was like, wow, somebody is tall. And I was like, oh, he looked good. You know, I'm sitting here trying to make out his face, and I'm in the choir stand. So I'm really trying to see who's back there.
Really, Ashley?
Not paying attention to service at all. My mind was not on service. I saw this tall, it looked like handsome man. I was like, oh my God, who is this? Finally, when we got out the choir stand, I'm trying to get myself together, you know, trying to make sure I look presentable. And when I saw it was Michael, I was like, oh, that's Michael from McClellan. But then I inboxed you because I saw a picture of one of our church members on Facebook. And then that's when I was trying to message him and ask him how he knew this person. And then that's when it was like, I can't text and drive at the same time.
Playbook, baby.
But if you send me your number, we can start talking about how I know this person.
That's
and
when
then
you pull out the playbook pill. You hear that pill? You hear that?
Bernadette, they both liked each other way back then. It wasn't.
I just was in a different place.
That's what it sounds like.
When you say like, man, different times in your life, when you say like, it's. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but some dudes do that different when you say like. Yeah, so.
That's what it sounds like.
It wasn't the right time. Yeah.
But we kept coming to, you know, we kept seeing each other. Yeah. It's like.
I remember when I found out y'all was together. When I found out y'all was married, I was like, I don't remember them talking in high school. That's the only thing I said when I saw y'all picture.
Yeah.
I was too quiet to talk to anybody. I talked to a couple of guys in high school.
Oh, I guess you were kind of. It was quiet.
Me, I was quiet too.
I was quiet.
Yeah, y'all both was little introverts, man. Yeah, be in the corner of the hallway somewhere. Yeah.
No, we was.
We
talked to each other.
Yeah. You and Marquita and was it? No, you didn't go with Marquita then. Nikki, is that called a Nikki? You didn't go. I think you and Michelle and them. Yeah, y'all had your own little lane.
Me and Nikki, we grew up together when we were younger, but it seemed like when we was at McClellan, I hung around the basketball team.
Yeah, that's who I hung around.
Yeah,
I didn't hang around with Shirton them until college.
Okay, so you was more like Chanel and
Chanel, Nikki, Ashley.
Yeah,
we all hung around each other.
Yeah, Chanel be keeping us cracking up laughing with the jokes. Her Nikki.
She's still the same because I talk to her all the time. She's still the same.
Yeah, she be doing she was doing a live stream on TikTok. I was like, look at Chanel.
Yeah, still funny.
She be doing comedy shows.
Yeah,
she do a lot of comedy shows. I be talking to her. She doing good.
I want to go back a little bit though. I know you said, Bernadette, you ain't play in junior high. Why you ain't play in junior high?
I was quiet. I didn't want the attention, so I didn't play sports. Like I played, like I said, if I played at Southwest Community Center, or I played, in the neighborhood. But as far as being on a court with all these people looking, no, I didn't play. I didn't even try out. I wasn't gonna try it at McClellan. If Coach Walker didn't tell me I was gonna be at practice, I wasn't gonna try out at McClellan.
I know, Coach.
But I'm glad I did bump into her because that was a great experience. I loved it. It was fun.
And Ashley, I was saying, so how you end up way at Oak Grove and Crystal Hill?
Right.
But I can
Okay.
understand Crystal Hill, but Oak Grove.
At that time for Crystal Hill, they were recruiting people to Crystal Hill. So it was like a transition. They was trying to bring in people from, I guess, Southwest
Different
to
area.
go to Crystal Hill. And I was one of the individuals that got drafted into it.
Mhm.
But
Okay, that
it
makes
was really
sense.
nice. It was
Yeah.
nice. I remember being there, and I remember being the minority all this time. And, when I went to McClellan, it was just different. I didn't even know what weed smelled like until my first day of McClellan when I went to the gym. And I was like, what is that smell? And that's not even how I was talking. I was like, oh my God, what is that smell? And it was like, baby girl, where you from? That's that good. And I was like, what are y'all talking about? But that's the stuff I remember about McClellan as far as with some of the things that were different from Oak Grove, from Crystal Hill, Oak Grove, leading up to McClellan. But once I really started just being who I was, it was cool. I mean,
They had to
everybody
get you a little
was just
street
trying to
smart.
get by. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all.
And I'm still trying to get it.
Well, Bernadette, you got any questions for us before we get ready to wrap up? I ain't gonna hold y'all too much longer.
No, not really.
Okay. Well, guys, we're gonna wrap it up, and y'all know y'all more than welcome anytime.
Princess.
Y'all want to come on?
Hey,
Come here, big boy.
how are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Hey, y'all
Yeah.
kids are intelligent too. I be seeing the they stuff
Right.
on Facebook.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, guys, we're gonna wrap it up. And anytime y'all want to come on, I know when the women's basketball come out, we definitely gonna hit you up, have you come on, talk some mess about the women's basketball, man. Let them know what's up. But we appreciate y'all for coming on. We really do. We appreciate y'all for coming on.
Make sure y'all tune in tomorrow to this LSU South Carolina game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Who you got winning?
That's a rivalry game.
Who you picking?
Who I'm rooting for?
Yeah, who you rooting
This
for?
game I'm rooting for LSU, but I think if South Carolina come out to play, I think they'll win it.
Okay.
Because they got the better paint presence, they got the better guards. But if they don't come out and play, good, then LSU can take it. But if they come out and play, South Carolina gonna win. But I'm rooting for LSU.
Okay.
What reunited that love and passion for basketball for you to want to, do this again?
Nope.
Babe, stop.
I don't know. I was at my mom's house and I just started, like, she was watching basketball, so I started slowly, watching it with her. Like when I go over there, and I was like, you know what? And I was like, I'm gonna tune into this, and that's how I started back watching it. That's really how I started back. I was just over her house, and she was watching some games, and I just watched it with her, and I was like, I like this. But it's crazy because growing up, I always loved watching basketball, even though I didn't play. I always watched it. Like when WNBA first started, I watched it. Growing up for college, Tennessee Volunteers was my team. Shamika Holsclaw was my girl.
Shamika, she was cold.
like-
Shamika was cold.
Yeah. So
Lawson, did Lawson play with Shamika? Or did she play with Candy?
Kara
The point
Lawson.
guard? Yeah, Kara Lawson. Did she play
She
with
played on the
Shamika?
team. I'm trying to remember, was she there when she was there?
Or did she play with Candice?
It's
I
so
can't
long
remember.
ago.
But I know she coaching Duke now because we was watching.
Yeah. She did play for Tennessee. Yeah, she coached Duke.
Yeah.
And she's going to be coaching the Olympic team, I think.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what's up.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, we appreciate you for coming on. Thank my wife for coming on. I appreciate that. Thank you, Bernadette, for coming on. And remember, women, we know these not the only lady lying because I know y'all be getting all emotional out there. Let us know. Come on, because I know. Why you didn't have me come on there?
I told them this sports is gonna be bigger than what people think. Way bigger.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all research the dreadlocks as well.
Yeah,
I'm
going to go look. I'm gonna go look.
You go search through the picture. You gonna see a lot of stuff. You can be like, man, that dude.
So if you get a comment from me on an old picture, you know why. I don't went looking.
God, it brought me from a mighty long way.
He's always been handsome. I just didn't like those dreadlocks.
I just can't see it on him. I can't picture it.
That's how.
You
That's
don't even
how.
look like you wear
That's how
long.
you know how good God has been to me. It's just some stuff people can't even picture me doing no more. Even though I was out there,
I just can't
Prodigal.
see you with locks.
Yeah.
That's
But
true.
yeah, guys, we finna wrap it up. Like, share, and subscribe. Let us know what you think. We got more stuff coming. We may have some tomorrow in store. Stay tuned.
Yeah. What's the handles? We need the handles.
Yeah, what's the handles, Bernadette? I'm sorry. What's the
Oh,
handles?
on TikTok, Bernedette Kirby. On
Okay.
YouTube, the Bernedette Kirby, and basically everywhere, just Bernedette Kirby.
Okay.
That's what's up.
And I do women's basketball content.
Okay.
That's what's up. Make sure you check her out because she
Yeah.
has some great I can't even get my words out, but her videos are awesome. It's especially when I watch them. But I don't have anything as far as with content that I create. I just highlight.
She
the
coming.
things
She
that-
coming, y'all.
Yeah. Working on them. Working on
Get the
them.
jitters out the way. Go on, get them out the way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I was nervous the first few times. Like it's because it's so weird talking to a camera, but after a while, I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah. Same here. Yeah, don't feel bad. Same here.
Yeah.
Well, all right, guys. What you want to say, Phil, before we get up out of here?
Yeah.
anything?
Any women that y'all remember playing sports that y'all probably like, hey, they was tough. Man, go on to send them to the page.
Okay. How do we is this on YouTube? Like how do we look at the video?
Yeah, it's
like
on YouTube and Facebook and our channel on Facebook. So you could definitely it'll be on my page, then the CTM page on Facebook and YouTube. It's streaming all at the same time. So for sure.
Okay.
And the clips gonna be coming. So I'm trying to catch up on the other ones, but I promise you these clips it's gonna get clipped up too.
That's why I was wondering like how we watch y'all live, like whenever y'all live.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I want to give a shout out to my husband because most of the time I'm in the house, but he's in his studio and I'm just looking at what he's working with and how he's producing these videos with the equipment that he has. He is doing a magnificent job and being very resourceful. So this is amazing what he's able to do with the equipment that he has.
Okay.
So I'm really impressed.
Right. My man.
Because at one point when I was watching your videos, I thought you was like in a studio.
Yeah.
You had a video I was watching, and I think like you was like I thought you was in a studio. I was like, oh, he got his own little place. He be doing his podcast.
He's created a place.
Yeah.
Until he told me where he was going.
Yeah.
Real soon. Trying
to be like
so both of y'all are y'all podcasts together.
Yeah. I'm the KD of the bunch. They was already doing. I got Steph and Clay. I'm just KD. I'm like, hey. Doing my little few looks.
But yeah, we definitely appreciate y'all for coming on. We about to sign out. Like I say, y'all can check it out on Facebook, YouTube, and there'll be clips coming on Instagram and TikTok. And like I say, man, we just trying to catch up, man, because I think I'm 3 or 4 episodes trying to get the clips from Derek Green. I'm still trying to, get those out and stuff. So, but check us out. Help us grow. Help us reach 1K. Like, share, and subscribe. And we will catch you on the next CTM Sports.
All right. Talk to y'all later.
Talk to you later.